What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official PlayStation podcast of the KT Data Network. We are
the LittleBigKast.
On today's show, Robin and Drew sit back and relax while Jeff steers the podcast ship into Destin'y and crap.
Literally.
Like
crap.
Actual crap, guys.
Like there's poop.
There's poop talk today. It's not
Yeah.
You've been warned.
It's not inappropriate, but it's there. All this and more on episode 64 of the LittleBigKast. Welcome, everybody. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the LittleBigKast. My name is Jeff Hawks. I am one of 3 hosts for today. With me, as per usual, Mr. Drew Tyler.
Welcome, welcome. It's good to be here.
The doctor herself.
Dun, dun,
Hola.
dun, dun.
Dr. Robin Haza.
Yay.
And
Is that official yet?
it isn't official yet, but
we like to call it
We're rolling
practice.
with
You
it.
know,
You know what? Positive affirmations. We're putting it out there. That's the secret.
Yeah, just energizing that awesome doctorate that
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
will have.
You've worked on it. It counts.
You put it out,
Yes.
the universe will give it back.
Yeah.
You
just
gotta
haven't
put it
got
out
the
there.
Are we going
the
to
universe
meditate with
gives
your
it
phone
back.
now?
That's the secret. Are you guys familiar with The Secret?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yep.
a cult following book that replaced the Bible for many people for a while.
Wait, what?
Put it out
They're
there.
like, I'm telling you, the secret is the meaning of life.
No,
It's
what was really
I had adults be like, "This is my new Bible." I'm like, "You were fairly
Wow.
religious a month ago."
Yeah,
I'm
that's
confused.
fun. No, what was really funny is that I read it right before I interviewed at Weber,
Oh.
and so I put a little bulletin board together, and I put like the Weber flaming W on it, and I
Nice.
was like,
Way to start.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to have my house in this area, and like, ta-da!
So let me ask you:
Yes.
Were you interview? I assume you were interviewing all over the place.
Not all over the place, but apps all
Did
over the
you
place.
actually want to come here?
Yes.
You saw the mountains?
When we had the Skype interview first, and everyone just seemed level with each other. There wasn't like a weird tension.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the hiring committee. We were all pretty chill. We were pretty
Yeah.
cool. I was on there.
Yeah.
I was one of the
What's his
guys.
face on there?
You
was me
took me to breakfast.
You know who
Ty
that was?
and-
I forgot his name even.
I can't remember who was on the other one, but yeah.
The guy that knows. Not NWA. The other one.
Omar?
Eric?
Omar.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No.
No,
Good
he
old
wasn't
Omar.
on my.
No, it was
What
just,
is the
it was just
band? De La Soul. That's
Yeah.
who he brags with. It's like, I know De La Soul. I'm like, you met them in an airport. That is
One
not
time.
knowing. That is not knowing De La
Call them
Soul.
right now, and you tell them to Boston News. I want you to drop some beats. They're doing a new album on Kickstarter right back to. I'm so excited.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
excited.
Very cool.
I'm a big De La fan.
Typically, with the LittleBigKast, what we like to do is go through kind of a little round robin, little conversation,
Skinny
little
Robin.
discussion.
Yeah.
We do have a Robin here.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
It's okay. Don't worry.
I didn't
Do you
think
get
about
round
that
robin a
until-
lot?
No, I understand the round robin thing, and it's just like, look, body positive.
She also has that on.
Absolutely,
She has it on the same cork board. It's also a skinny robin.
Yeah.
Like round robin. No accident, right?
So, who wants to go first?
I'll start because it's short and easy. So the last week, basically, I played Witcher with Peach. That's probably my biggest highlight. Is that we're wrapping up classes for masters, and so every night, of course, is lots of hard work, and both of us are trying to crunch all the things in that we're supposed to get done before school starts in mere
Supposed
weeks.
to.
I'm supposed to. But I was so surprised one night last week where she just said, "Yeah, I'll play Witcher with you." I was like, "Okay, we're starting from the beginning."
So I wasn't here last week, but I listened to the episode, and the whole time I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was so excited, and
Attaboy.
it's been great. So there's been nights when she's been like, "What are you doing tonight?" "Oh, I gotta finish this up." "You sure we're not gonna play?" And it's like, "But I wrote." So we've had some good times. So we're looking forward to more time together. Other than that, I played the demo of Tembo. What is it? Tembo, the super badass elephant. Did anybody download that demo?
No.
What?
No, it just came out like a week and a half ago or something. It's like Tembo the Badass Elephant or something.
That sounds
And
cool.
it's kind of similar art style as Valiant Hearts, but totally different gameplay. But you're basically running as an elephant, a commando elephant that gets just to run through things and knock over things. So it feels much like Rampage from the arcade days,
okay.
where you're running over buildings and you're knocking people out, but you do it by like rushing with your giant.
Oh, sorry.
Tell him
Awkward.
I said, "What's
I don't know
up?"
how to turn this phone off.
Brand
I
new
just got a new
phone.
phone today. Sorry,
That's
everyone.
it.
Not even just today, but like an hour ago.
Literally on the way here.
And it's
Okay,
ready. It's
we're
working.
Good, we're good.
Okay. That was it. I played Badass Elephant, and it was good for the demo. That's about as much as I got. Lots of super exploding zoo with kids. Witcher. That's my week. Oh, forward-looking week. Tonight I'm picking up a lot of wood, and I'm building Peach a full-on like farm table, kitchen table. Like I'm trying my hand at carpentry. Are you scared? What is his face? I can do this.
Oh man, just Don't
gonna
chop
be
off your
awesome.
hand or anything like that
Okay.
because I can't push the buttons. I can't make this thing work.
That's true.
So
you
you
are
need
the
my
only
hands?
button pusher.
Yes, when you get the Facebook message of like,
I need
here's the
your
board,
hands
what do I
What do I
do?
hit? No, that's it. That's it for my week. So I'm excited. Oh, and we're going out of town, so we're getting a little like getaway escape before school. So life is good.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
headed?
Good.
Lucky.
We're gonna go up to West Yellowstone,
Okay.
and we've always every year we go as kids, and it's kind of fun to see all the sights. But we've actually planned to do like a 15-mile hike.
Nice.
Back into solitude.
Are you
Lake
planning on
Solitude.
like chasing buffalo and bear? Because
Whatever-
that's
yeah,
not
chasing-
a good thing recently. Like there have been several people that
I'm
have
hoping
died
to
this year.
lasso one, ride him.
Like, is that a thing?
Like a Bronco?
Yep.
I'm not the person who gets out of my car and like taunts
Oh, no.
bears, but people do that.
It's
So
ridiculous.
if you are not from the Yellowstone area and are unfamiliar with bears and buffaloes,
That's
they
bad.
are wild animals.
That's bad.
Yeah. Yellowstone. That's awesome.
Yellowstone.
Rachel just said hashtag Yellowstone. That's
Yeah.
what we're
I
calling
guess
it from now
Rachel's
on.
here in spirit,
Excellent.
as in the chat.
That's it for me.
Excellent. I will jump on mine next. Went to Motley Crue.
Nice.
Like the direct shot into there and waited for 3 hours for them to start.
Did they let you go in the bowl, or is everybody like
What do you mean?
outside?
They made you wait for 3 hours.
Their set wasn't even set. The whole
No.
whole stage was not set up.
No, nothing happened. I guess that there was a problem. What Nikki Six was saying is that the event.
Six. I had his
know.
poster in my locker when I was in 6th grade.
Oh my gosh, you should see his Twitter. It's adorable. He was saying that the Energy Solutions Arena wasn't ready at all. They had somebody else still set from the night before. And so they had to
Wow.
break that down in order to get the trucks in there.
I'd have been pissed. I'd
And-
bailed.
Yeah,
bailed.
I was just like, you know what? I paid money. I'm happy. Life's good.
That's
Layla's
cool.
being babysat,
Gonna hang.
and it's
You have a very positive attitude.
there's. If I'm going to wait to see a good show, I will still wait to see
I'd
a good
expect
show.
that from
Was
like
it
a
a good
Donnie
show?
and Marie crowd, but
Was it
from
a good
Motley
show?
Crue crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
Motley Crue,
it-
you'd expect to start
And Alice
destroying
Cooper.
things.
And Alice Cooper.
Wow.
Okay,
I know, I was
Alice
gonna say-
Cooper blew the roof off of the Motley Crue show.
Really?
If I was
That's
gonna
awesome.
make
Motley
a crowd
Crue-
wait for
yeah.
3 hours, it would not be these guys. But
Yeah.
they did it.
But what was really impressive is that, like, I did the theatrics of performances, and Alice Cooper just like walked you through like this whole like full theatrical set with like turning into Frankenstein and like this guillotine thing happening. It was crazy cool, costume changes, the whole nine.
Wow.
And Motley Crue put on a good show. They really did. They just had a lot of pyrotechnics, and that's
Right.
they were just really dependent on that versus like really good showmanship, which Cooper had a lot more of.
Interesting.
So, and I'm not a huge fan of Cooper. Just meh.
But it was a good show.
It was a really solid
Very cool.
show, and been playing a lot of Super Exploding Zoo, and my child will
Fun.
not leave me alone about it. Mom, play Super
I
Exploding
want to watch
Zoo.
things blow up.
That's funny.
Mommy doesn't know how to make this thing blow up. I'm sorry.
I finally figured out today, after 80 levels, I finally figured out that when you hit the button to like single out one character to send him somewhere, I'm always like running in different directions because I figured the guy that whatever way I'm directing, like running, is the guy that gets selected. I didn't realize that after you hit the select button, you can drive with the other stick and actually choose which one. Because I'm constantly like, no, I didn't want the donkey.
Yep.
I want the turtle. Damn it, I want the turtle, and I can't get him until I move things around. Turns out if you hold that button down, you can actually
He's like-
maneuver your little target. I was
and
like,
what's cute is that they make the little noises when you select, like, whoop.
yep, they'll have their own noise. Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Have you got to the poisonous jellyfish yet?
Wait, what?
You get one that's
Spoiler
it's so
alert!
awesome. Yep, it's another one in the arsenal.
Okay.
So,
Sorry,
I'll-
trying to read something.
Do we dare
No.
ask what Jeff's been up to for a week?
Yes.
What have I
you
been up to?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is like
man.
the first time that I have
Look at
actually
you,
seen
all
you in a month.
Shaved
so.
up.
My hair got shaved
Yeah.
because
Maintenance.
man, holy cow. Can I just say,
Maintenance.
like,
Just
so
upkeep.
up until March, I was in the military, right? So I haven't had longish hair in
true.
forever. And so my hair got to the point where it's like over my nose. and I started
But you always had
waking
it
up,
back.
but it was
Blinders.
only but it was only on the top. And so I would wake up in the morning and it felt like bugs on my face. Like I felt like I was in the Philippines and had just like critters on me. And so like I would wake up every
Those
morning like
days.
freaking out a little
Those
bit.
days.
And one thing I forgot about, when your hair is long, you got to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you look like a fool. Like,
Yeah. It's just
mine, like, it,
You look
it was bad.
homeless.
Right. It was bad. So it either looked done or bad. And what I learned very quickly, so a little backstory for all of you out there that aren't familiar. My first child spent a little bit of time in the NICU. We didn't have her home until she was already 3 months old. So I had no experience in raising a newborn.
like a new.
I'm
yeah,
literally like I'm learning how to be a parent to a newborn with my second child. Okay, so what I have learned very quickly is you can expect very little sleep. Sleep is not a thing to expect with a newborn.
Nope.
Number 4.
With Olive, yeah, literally, this is number 4. So with Olive, she came home, and within like 4 days, she was sleeping through the night. Like
That was just
it was
lucky.
never a
That was lucky.
problem.
That's wonderful.
She was 7 to 7 every day.
Oh, that's so great.
7 p.m. to 7
don't-
a.m.
You,
Don't talk
every
to
single
me
day.
anymore.
12 hours, literally 12 hours.
you got spoiled.
And so
What a sweet kid.
super spoiled. 3 months in the NICU. It was hell on earth. So
All right.
spoiled.
Trade off.
So with Arrow, what I've learned, and that's his name. With Arrow, what I've learned is it is like I'm just tired. I'm constantly tired. And I'll tell you what, when you're tired, the last thing you want to do is put gel in your hair and try and like make it look presentable to anyone. So I was like wearing hats, and with what I'm doing, like there's just something about wearing a baseball cap to work when you're doing like marketing that like I show
hampered
up
your
and I'm
energy.
like I look like a scrub, yo. Like I look like a fool. So
So when did you shave? How long ago did you take it all off?
so here's the funny story. Like first thing I did, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna figure this out. And this was 2 Saturdays ago. I was like, I'm gonna go get a haircut. We're gonna take care of this. We're gonna shorten it up a little bit. We're gonna clean it up. And then I got to the barber and I was like, I do really like when it's like done though. So I was like, can we clean it up a little bit, make it look nice, make it a little bit better. And what he did, he went in and like he is a barbershop on Kiesel. He went in and he like trimmed like the left side of my hair, which had been left a little bit longer so that it could kind of fold over. Again, this is not a barbershop program, so I don't expect anyone to understand what I'm talking about.
I got you.
So he was like, it'll lay a little bit flatter and probably be easier to style if we just cut all that out. And I was like, all right, I don't care, whatever. So we did that, and then within 4 days, I was like, this is still way too freaking long. I need to go back and get it. I need to have him take it off. So I went in and I was like, I don't want to bald it if I don't have to, because it took a long time to grow this hair, and I would like to have a little something up top. But I was like, if it's not going to work, I would rather just go, let's reset. So the lady cut my hair 3 times before she gave up and was like, let's just reset it. This is not looking good. And so she just buzzed it, and we bounced.
It was a wipe.
So I'm going to tell everybody a story, though, real quick. Because the other lesson that I've learned has been with regard to having a boy child. So everyone at this table, with the exception of me, all girls.
Girls.
Yep,
We're all girls. My first was a girl. First was a girl.
Three
Three
girls.
We are a girl-centric
Yeah, we know
podcast.
girls.
Such
Princesses.
This is the first boy of the LittleBigKast podcast.
It's true.
And the other thing that I have learned is that boys pee all over you.
I've heard this.
That's
As a
not
game.
fake.
That is
Yeah,
a
I've
game.
heard
Not a
I've heard
joke.
this.
Bam!
It is a real thing.
You
If have
take
a
that
boy-
diaper off. It's like, hey!
Yeah, if you have a boy, you're getting pissed all over. Also, there are no kids down here, so I'm just going to say it. I got shit on like a fire hose opened up on me. It was
Girls do that.
It was 4 o'clock.
yeah.
No, I never had it with Olive.
Really? Oh, I've
It
had
was 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yep. Good morning.
and I was changing a diaper. I was in my underwear. It launched out like a super soaker.
Yep.
There was, I remember it was like life went in slow motion, and I got hit with the
memories.
front end of it that was still connected front to his body, still going. We're still going, and then a back end that I watched like
Finish up. That's awesome.
onto my leg.
That's awesome.
It was in between my toes. It was in the carpet. It was on the bed. It was on my underwear.
Oh, I'm crying.
It was in my leg hair.
Oh.
It was everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm standing there like I don't even know what to do here.
Just like, where do I start?
Yep.
I was like, what the f? I don't even know what to do here. This is the worst thing that's happened
Isn't that,
in my
isn't that where
whole
you
life.
pick them up and rub their nose in it and be like,
Right?
No.
Yeah,
No.
seriously.
No.
So I cleaned him up and I wrapped him up and I put him in his bed. And then I went and hopped in the shower and felt bad for myself.
And just cried yourself
Like,
to
you
sleep.
have
felt shame. 'cause
You have
I-
arrived. That,
It was bad.
Yeah.
I've done that one. Girls
That-
do it too.
That is the christening of,
Yeah.
of his.
Yeah, it was a great
awesome.
experience. So outside of that, I missed last week's show. I don't even remember what I was doing. Did I have
Baby
a meeting or
appointment.
something?
You were down
baby
at
appointment. That's right. I don't an
Primaries.
appointment of primers. So let's see here. Baby appointment. What have I done? I've Destin'y. I'm playing
Ish.
Destin'y.
Yeah, you've got caught up.
I
like,
beat
you gotten
so
back in.
okay. So Destin'y. One of the cool things that Destin'y is doing right now is for the people that played year 1 of Destiny, there's an achievement that you can get if you achieve certain things throughout the game, right? So basically, let me go through this with you real fast. And by the way, since we're still in the introduction of the show today, if you're watching or listening, I'm the only person with a computer, which means I dictate the pace and flow and content of this week's show.
Because he isn't enough of a control freak already.
Which means, that's true, but which means this is Destiny week. So we're going to pull up the Bungie website. We're going to go to profile. We're going to go to triumphs because they're calling it moments of triumph. And I think that's pretty freaking sweet. But the moments of triumph is comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different triumphs that if you achieve all 10, you get an emblem, a special emblem that you only get if you achieve all of those things, and you get a shader. It's pretty cool.
Ooh,
so
that's
if
odd.
you are a year 1 guardian, those things will carry with you throughout your entire 10-year guardian, Destiny, whatever. Jeff's taking a long ass time to get all of those stripes. Yeah, I got them all, KT. All right. So basically, you get them for things like beating hard mode Crota, beating hard mode Vault, beating Skolas. So on Saturday with X and Render, we beat Skolas. So he is the Prison of Elders boss.
Oh, right.
Level 35 Prison of Elders.
Okay.
And
He's talking crap.
last night, yeah, he's always talking crap. It's fine.
Standard.
Last night, I finished getting all my golden chests. So I have officially knocked out all of my triumphs. KT did it before me, and that bothers me a little bit.
But
you
you
not
had
enough that I'm going to linger on it.
Yep, you had
Not enough that I'm going to linger on it, because guess what?
Shitstorm.
Today's my show, and I'm not going to focus on KT.
We gave him the show.
moving
We gave the whole show to him today.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
Oh,
home.
yeah. Hey, Jason Play Stuff's here, too. What's up, dude? Anyway, moving on. So because it's my show and we're going to be taking over, we are going to be touching a little bit of real-life news, but the majority of the news will be Destiny-related.
Because it's significant.
It is. It is significant.
It's
It's
newsworthy.
news.
It is
it's
valid.
worth talking about. But
surely.
normally we would kind of gloss over it and people would make fun of me while I want to talk about it. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into it. So here's Jeff with the news. Cool news. Normally it's Drew's news, but today Drew doesn't have a computer, so Jeffrey is going to be taking over the news.
Jeff's news.
It's Jeff's news. Yep, that's true. So news number 1 in the Destiny-verse. Dinklebot
This
is
is big
out.
news. Yeah,
The death of the Dinklage.
Death of Dinklage. Destiny has recast Peter Dinklage's ghost with Nolan North. Nolan North, obviously,
Yeah.
big voice. Like great
he
voice.
is
voice.
kind of like, I mean, if there's a godfather of the voice acting,
Yeah, I'd give it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
yeah.
good.
like I don't think I knew of a voice actor before Nolan North. Did you guys? I mean, were there
Not-
voice actors that you were like really familiar with in the gaming world before
Not
Nolan?
truly.
Like he almost kind of like mainstreamed and like brought
Like notoriety to the voice actor.
notoriety and also credibility, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he came in and the way that he voiced Drake was so good that it's been very hard. I think it was so good you couldn't ignore it.
It's true.
And so to have him coming in, so basically what's going to be happening now is he's going to go through. He'll be from what I've read in the. So this is all these news pieces are coming from a Game Informer piece that is breaking all of the new Taken King information. So what it sounds like is that Nolan North is going to actually be going back and recording all of the vanilla Destiny dialogue. So all of the original Dinklebot content and voice will be re-recorded as Nolan North so that it continues throughout the Taken King and probably throughout the remainder of the Destiny game series. And what's cool about that is Destiny itself, we know, is going to be taking place over the next 10 years, right? They
Right.
talked extensively that
gonna
this
be
is
long.
a 10-year investment, $500 million into a 10-year investment, blah, 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 whatever.
I've got that.
And so
Yeah, totally.
what's really cool is that Nolan North now will be part of that throughout the entire process. And I think that's very, very cool. And honestly, like necessary, right? Because in both House of Wolves and Crota's End, Dark Below, the Dark
Right,
Below
right.
DLC, there was no Dinklebot.
Yeah.
It was like
I did not realize
It was
that.
like Dinklage
Yeah.
got annoyed and was like, "I'm just not coming in anymore." Like, I don't know if it was that. I don't know if his paycheck
know, yeah.
requirement was too high,
I
or if
wanna
people
know
were just
what
so
happened.
unsatisfied.
Have
I don't
there
know what it
been
was
rumors?
because It was pretty bad. Like his voice acting in vanilla Destiny is pretty bad. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a wizard from the moon.
Well, it had no
That
zing to
wizard
it, but
must have
he's a
come
freaking
from the moon.
robot. You know, he
Right.
really played up that
But-
robot thing.
That's
That's
what it was.
true, but so is Claptrap.
Oh, that is true.
Claptrap oozes personality. Like,
Yes.
And in fact, when Destiny first launched and people were super critical of Dinklebot,
Yes.
Randy Pitchford on Twitter came out and was like, "We proved that a robot can have personality."
Yeah. That you can
And
care
he's
about
totally
a
right.
robot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
totally right. And you don't give a crap about Dinklage. It doesn't do anything for you. So I think Bungie choosing to recast Nolan North is a perfect move. I think it's perfect, and I'm super, super, super excited.
I think it'll be good. I just find it hard to believe that they looked at their budget and went, "Yep, let's
Yeah,
go
but
ahead and start from scratch. We can do this again with the best guy
Well,
ever."
think about how much that is costing. They
Right.
already paid Dinklage
Right.
to do all of that.
I'll bet it cost
And-
them less to sign Nolan and have him
think
re-record all
s-
that stuff than to have Dinklage come in
Than
and
to
keep
re-sign.
going.
You think that's part of it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it. It's a win-win for us.
Okay, I was just going over my notes for the next news bit
Word.
because I didn't know if I covered it because I just remembered something, but it does. So, as part of the Game Informer release of information on the Taken King, I'm going to go through like a fat checklist of just
Taken
all of the
King
things that are going to be
goodness.
happening. All like
I'll try to care.
the Taken King info dump.
Okay.
We'll call that. This,
I'm with
this
Robin, hold
news
on.
section. All right, so I'm just going to rattle them off. First of all, level cap in the Taken King is now 40, right? We
was
are
it before?
unsure. Right now it's 34. We are unsure, though, how much of that is light level and how much of it is XP because we are all getting new subclasses. So each class of Guardian will now be getting a new subclass. So you're a Titan, right?
I was a Titan.
So you're going to be getting a solar hammer now, where you look like Thor.
You like
and
that.
You look like the
do
you look
like
like
that.
the Viking god Thor, and you throw this flaming hammer at people. It's
Look,
freaking
if
awesome.
you do not have like a golden waving cape in place of like the golden waving hair,
I'm still gonna have a metal helmet.
That'd be cool if you
Yeah.
could take the helmet off and you
Just, like,
you look
somehow-
like Chris Helmsworth.
Yep.
All the ladies start playing Destiny just so they can see the helmet. Like, "Oh." It'd be fantastic. Cryptarch. Rewards and engrams are now more in line with the type of engram you have.
Oh, yeah, because it always seems so random.
it's always random. It's stupid. The second half of the Taken King apparently starts once you reach the end game quest line in the original Destiny universe, or in
Okay.
the original vanilla Destiny
Right,
game,
right.
which I think is cool too, because what that's telling me is all of these things can be happening at similar points. They don't take place on like a defined
Like
timeline.
timeline, right.
And I like that. I like that that is the case. This is the one that I was going to mention earlier. Your ghost can now scan objects to offer more insight into the world's lore. I.e., you can scan a Cabal soldier and it will give you information on their military regiment. I think that's amazing. So the
I like
biggest
that a lot better.
criticism, the biggest criticism of the game has been its lack of story, right? Which if you're a
There's no depth to it.
If you're a
Right.
huge Destiny nerd like me, and you're willing to go in and read the grimoire cards that are available on
You get to learn a
Bungie.net,
lot of that stuff.
the story is huge. It's vast. They have a vast story
But
with
they have to
very
make it-
very very good storytelling. But none of it takes place in game, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
is that
it's
you have
not
to leave the
accessible.
game
Right.
to get the story, and that is
Yeah.
unacceptable in today's gaming world.
Right.
So that was like probably the biggest criticism that Destiny found, and that Destiny faced. This I think solves that problem. I think that's awesome that you can go to say the Temple of Crota on the moon, pull your ghost out, and he can be like,
Let me
the
tell you
temple. Let me
something.
tell you about the Temple
Yeah.
of Crota. Let me tell you what happened here. Let me tell you the history of this place, because all of these things are based in history. Like the Galahorn rocket launcher. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's a cool rocket launcher. It looks good and it kills things really fast."
Right, that's all I know.
People don't talk about the fact that the Galahorn, the original Galahorn, was made out of the armor of the Guardians who fell defending one of like the last
I
remnants
had
of Earth.
no idea. But how
But how
cool
much cool
would
is
this
that?
be?
How much
That is
cooler is
cool.
that? And if you had that in game to be able to know that like the Galahorn, the reason it's an exotic and the reason that it's significant is
'Cause it's from the
it was
Fallens.
crafted out of the armor
Of a fallen guardian.
to pay homage and honor these guardians that died
Yeah.
defending Earth.
It makes it more.
It
It makes more sense as to why it's so rare.
It makes sense why it's rare. It makes sense why it's so beautiful and
Mm-hmm.
handcrafted, and it adds so much personality to
Yes.
that weapon. You can now turn bounties in without returning to the bounty board.
Oh, thank
Intelligence,
God.
discipline,
Oh, wow,
and
yeah.
strength now have numerical tiers that decide their influence on your character. A new progress system where you sacrifice an existing piece of gear that belongs to the same slot. Nobody really knows what that means, but they talk about it. So again, I'm just rattling
I
off
just want to
information.
pretend to know. I don't know.
It's okay. Oh, I told no.
Yeah.
The tower
Big
and its
slot.
NPCs have been retooled to offer quests, story, and insight into the world as you level up your character from 1 to 40. The entire base game and expansions have been retooled for narrative and access to purposes to make much more sense. Example, after meeting the queen for the first time, the reef is open to you. So in Vanilla Destiny, you meet the queen, and it's like you go meet the queen, and then there's nothing
It's
happening.
like, well,
Right.
cool.
Now you go meet the queen, and she says, "Welcome to the reef." I think that makes
That's
sense.
Okay.
good. That's good.
Subclasses, old and new, have their own quest lines now. That is so awesome, and it kind of pisses me off because I wonder if I'm gonna
If you're gonna miss
if
out.
I'm gonna
go
miss
back,
them
yeah.
because I'm already maxed out on 2 of those subclasses.
Yep.
It looks like somebody's gonna have to get a new character.
You have to roll something new.
I already have all 3
No,
characters,
no,
and
gotta
they're all
scratch
maxed.
them, wipe
Yep.
them, and go from the beginning.
I don't want to do that though, but I
You
want
have an
the
emotional
story.
attachment to the characters that you've worked with.
Have an uncomfortable shower, and just go do it
Okay.
The
again.
amount of time I've put in, it's not even so much the emotional attachment to the character, it's the amount of time that's been invested into the character. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the story. I want
Time
the story.
is
That's the
emotional
problem.
Need the
investment.
story.
The
Yep.
problem is that I want the story, but I don't want to redo the time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that ends up
I'll put
happening.
it out in hardback.
Gunsmith now has rep, and the higher your rep, the more prototype weapons he offers you to test in the field for additional reputation. Reaching a certain rep with the Banshee will allow you to access Arms Day, a weekly purchase that allows you to order legendary guns with Glimmer. So if you want a specific legendary gun and you get your rank high enough, you'll be able to order legendary guns through the gunsmith. That's flipping awesome.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
I like big guns.
It's very real. We've tried. I don't know what Rachel's talking about. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Crucible and Vanguard marks are gone. They're gone.
Like over.
Now,
You don't need them anymore.
there will be legendary marks.
Oh, dear.
So hopefully that means that how you got Vanguard marks from patrols and doing strikes,
Yep.
they will now be legendary gears. And the Crucible marks that you got from battling it out in the Crucible will be legendary marks. So you're throwing it into the same pool. That to me makes perfect sense. I think that's an absolutely fantastic move because currently it is way harder to get Crucible marks, and Crucible marks are the only things that can be used to buy from all of the different factions within
Right.
Destiny.
Right.
So New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, all of these different things. You have to use Crucible marks. You can't use Vanguard marks for any of them. The
Right, and
only
I
thing
suck
you
at
can use
Crucible,
Vanguard
so-
marks for is the Vanguard. So I think that allows for a lot more accessibility within the different factions and within the different elements of the tower as well. That's exciting to me.
That does make a little bit more sense because I suck at Crucible and
This
I
is
had
a
no
very
access.
one-sided show, guys.
I'm just listening, you know. I'm just.
Robin's
listening.
over here texting, just
No, I'm
hanging
not
out.
texting. I'm chatting.
Keep checking the
Hanging
chat.
out on chat. She's just texting away.
Yep.
We're
So I feel
catching up
I kinda
after
feel
weeks
bad
and
that
weeks.
I feel bad that I'm kind of hijacking the
No,
show,
No, you told us you would.
but I want
Yeah,
to
we
talk about
expected it.
Destiny.
Warned us, yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
So yeah,
I'm trying to pretend like I'm like a part of it.
Laserbox, what's up? Let's keep going. Class-specific materials needed to upgrade are now gone. Hardonic essence, armor plating, etc. Those suck, right? Armor
Yes.
plating. Remember when you're leveling up your
Yes,
character
you
and you have
break
to
it.
have a certain amount of gear that you've broken down?
Helium filaments.
All gone. Now there's only armor materials, so they can be shared between multiple characters. Different
Oh.
characters, like no matter what the gear is, it's all armor materials. Awesome
Interesting.
move.
Interesting.
Very, very, very good move. Because if you start out with like a warlock, when I started my warlock, I had like 800 hardonic essences because I started out vanilla and I battled through the whole thing. And by the time I upgraded anybody else, I had no materials
Definitely
for
do
them.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really frustrating. You are no longer forced to wear a class item when leveling up New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, or Future War Cult. What you do is you pledge yourself to a faction.
Oh, so you say up
So
front.
what I think that does as well, I think there's going to be faction-specific missions
That would make sense.
that you're going to be accomplishing and working towards, and I think that's also very cool.
That would make sense because I actually ran a bunch of patrols with the wrong class item on the little tail thing that you hang out.
Oh, yeah.
And I ran the wrong thing and I was like, yeah, I got all my Vanguard marks. And I got back and it was like, no, those were for Dead Orbit. And I was like, well, why you? Like it
'Cause
was
you were wearing the wrong
Yeah, I
thing.
totally was wearing the wrong
Stupid.
thing. Yep, I felt
Yeah.
dumb.
So this is a
Wait,
great
do they have
change.
like fashion restrictions?
Yes, exactly. If you wear a certain sash,
You're only getting their
you only
rep.
get their rep. And I did it, and I totally was like,
Now that Robin knows
Wow.
there's fashion restrictions,
No,
she's in.
no, that's wrong. You get to
fashion.
wear whatever the hell
Wait,
you want.
Fashion? I'm in.
No, that's
it's true. It's true.
No, I'm
you
gonna
can
sit.
turn-
I'm gonna sit here and pout.
Well, they just changed it. That's what
Yeah,
he's
that's
saying. They
the
changed
change.
it.
Good.
It's over. It's fixed.
Okay, I'm better.
Okay.
I feel better now.
All right. You can turn in materials to those above factions for reputation gain. That's pretty cool. Like the speaker with glimmer. I think that's awesome. New system that records all shaders, and once you've gained it, you are able to choose from them anytime you visit the system. This also allows you the shaders you don't have and gives you ways to obtain them. That's cool. Same as above same for emblems, and there are going to be new exotics. Any new exotic will be tied to a quest.
Oh.
So Thorn, super good advice. A lot of the initial weapons from a lot of the first exotics that people were getting were from quest lines, and so you go through this quest and you learn about the person that created the weapon in order to get it.
Yeah.
It says new exotics are going to be tied to quest lines. I think that's really cool too. Again, a greater emphasis on story,
Yeah.
a greater
It would make
emphasis
more
on
sense.
appreciating what they are and why they're
good.
important.
That's very
I think that's very cool. There will be a railgun fusion rifle heavy weapon exotic.
You say exotic, I think glitter.
Glitter.
I just can't.
Glitter's fine. Think of it as glitter.
Funny. I think
A
Princess Leia.
freaking
In her
railgun
outfit.
fusion
Exotic.
heavy weapon. That's awesome.
Railgun? That sounds dangerous.
That's like the freaking gun on the Death Star, dude. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The railgun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. 8 new Crucible maps, weekly Crucible and Trials bounties. Complete all 5 of your weeklies for the week, and you get access to a 6th that has a chance to reward you with either a legendary or an exotic. That's
Oh,
cool. So
okay.
that just more things to do. That's
Would
always good.
reward the obsessive? Good.
Yep, absolutely. End game
me.
that explores previous end game, Vault of Glass, and further. Hang on. So end game that explores previous end game and furthers the story even after finishing the story missions. So a lot of the end game surrounding the Taken King will push previous end game content even deeper. I think that's cool.
That's good. That is more
I think
story.
it's very cool. Bosses and mechanics are going to be focused on being less bullet spongy.
Oh.
And the Crucible has a new mercy rule. I don't know what that means. It doesn't go into any details on what
If
the
you
mercy rule
kill
is.
too many people
but
too fast.
I think it's very cool. I'm
The
excited.
Mercy rule. Oh man.
I know Robin's
It's like
excited.
softball.
Yeah.
Mercy is, too many outs, whatever.
I do know Robin's
Yeah.
excited about all of this Destiny news.
No, I'm excited about the actual mercy rule.
Mercy.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the Crucible, because I played the Crucible and I was just like,
You'd be
I
mercy.
hate everything.
All right. That does it for Destiny news, guys.
That's not true. Don't even play with
Lies.
us. That's,
no, it is.
No? There's got to be another one in there.
Oh, no. There's one more.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's pack it in.
I skipped over it.
Pack it in.
Character boost with every copy of the Taken King. So, with the Taken King, you're gonna have the ability to, if you have a character that is you're level 21, right? And
Yeah.
you just would not go to 24, so we could raid together. The Taken King, if you were to purchase this copy, I'm not
Hint,
saying you
hint,
have to, but
hint,
you
hint.
should. You will automatically get a boost to the level that allows you to play the Taken King content. So that probably
Okay.
will be 30. I'm
Yep.
thinking probably up to 30. So once that happens, you can go back and you play the raids and all
Yep.
that ish with us
Yeah.
as the LBK crew. That needs to happen.
That could be fun.
I could cope with that.
That could be
That-
fun.
I
that
feel
needs to
kind of
happen.
dirty for paying for my levels, but
Nope,
I-
don't
It's
even
not
think
a
about that part.
microtransaction.
don't think about
Don't
it.
even think about that part.
Just a bonus.
Moving on, that's the last piece of Destiny news, guys. So moving on, we're going to go into the PlayStation Plus lineup for August. That
Oh,
has
hey,
just
too.
been
Yes.
released.
Excited.
So all of these
Yes.
things are now available in the PlayStation Store. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris for the PSN. So that's a PSN game, but it's on the PS4. Limbo is now free.
Yes.
We have played Limbo as a game of indie game of the week. It's a
Love Limbo.
fantastic game. Definitely one worth checking out, so you need to check it out. Sound Shapes for the PS4.
I don't know sound shapes.
I've played Sound Shapes. It's fun.
Give us your thoughts.
It's definitely cute, very indie-ish. You have to move your little dot through these things, and every time that you touch something, you turn it on, and it kind of works like a, like you're creating your own little soundtrack
Okay,
as
so
a
it's like a
DJ.
synth pad. It's like
Yeah.
recording things as you hit things in certain
Yeah,
orders.
and it'll keep the pattern going.
Okay,
yeah.
nice,
Cool.
nice. I could do that.
Stealth Incorporated 2. I know you
I
played
didn't-
Stealth Inc., didn't
I
you?
played a little bit of it, but I didn't get much in. Yeah.
Stealth Inc. 2 for the PS4. So this month, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 games, PlayStation 4.
Nice.
Because you also have Drive Club, the PlayStation Plus edition. In addition to that, you have Castle Storm, the complete edition on the Vita and PS3, and God of War Ascension on the PS3.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
I bet
Keep
yes.
it busy.
It's a good
I had
good
to
month.
talk my brother into getting the PS Plus. Last time we were up there for his birthday, he just gotten the Elder Scrolls Online, and
Cool.
he had played that. And I was like, it's totally worth it. I don't know why you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So speaking of PlayStation Plus, Drew, I'm glad you mentioned this.
Yeah?
PlayStation Plus,
great
coming
deal.
up as we approach the coming months, we are going to be able to start actually voting for the
I'm
games that are
so
coming.
excited for
read
that.
So this is from the PlayStation blog. It says, vote to play coming soon exclusively for PlayStation Plus members. Hey, PlayStation Nation. As you all know, we love to hear your feedback and work on bringing those asks/demands and /needs to life whenever possible. With that in mind, I'm thrilled to announce the new PlayStation Plus promotion that literally puts the choice in your hands. Vote to play. This will essentially allow PlayStation Plus users to vote on the free games that they get every month. I think that's awesome.
That's
So,
really cool.
so they'll have like 3 or 4 games up, and then say, "Dear PS
Yep.
Plus users, out of these, pick 2."
Yep,
kind of
think
thing.
so.
I think
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
I
It
think
makes
it's super,
sense.
super cool. I hope that we are still able to get like that high caliber indie game
That's what I'm hoping
that,
too.
that
Yeah.
we've come to like love. Because that, I mean, specifically within the LittleBigKast, that's a winner, right?
Yep.
I also want them to kind of curate it for me. I'm okay with them giving me a set of 4 choose 2
Yeah,
kind of
totally.
thing, because I don't want this to be completely.
Right.
like-
6 people voted for this random game.
But what if it's like, what if it's spectacular and like the majority doesn't understand that it's spectacular until we actually play it?
Right, and that's
So,
why I like the idea of a curated list.
Yes.
News number 6. Nope, that's what we just did. See, this is Drew's section.
Yeah,
I'm unfamiliar with the
It's
news.
so hard.
News number 7, Rocket League, which we're all familiar with. You guys did
Hey.
substitute for
So
Monday at
much
Moxie's.
cursing.
Really? Did you not like it though? It's fun, right?
I loved playing it. It was fun playing with my friends. I'm never going to stream it again though.
Frustrating but
So,
very fun.
yes.
I really enjoy playing it. It's fun.
I like watching my kids
Well,
play it. 'Cause
what's
they're
funny is
just
that
as
like I
bad.
named my little my team Clown Car because
Oh.
it is soccer, a sport, and driving, which I'm terrible at, and then I just added clown to it. It's like the 3 things I just can't handle.
So it's your little clown car.
Yeah.
They have,
like-
so this little
Team
piece of
Clown Car.
news is that more than 5 million people have downloaded this game on the PS4. That's pretty
Yep.
significant.
Holy
it's
cow.
huge and it's blowing up.
And there's
on
a
Twitter.
GIF. There's a GIF attached to this news piece of a guy that that jumps and activates his boost at the same time and flies from the half line all the way to the goal and scores. It's mind blowing. You guys need to check this out.
Okay,
Yeah,
Look
turn.
at this.
Turn.
I've watched a couple
Watch
of these
this.
replays, and it just blows me away
The-
how
the
like
NeoGAF?
precise. Isn't that amazing?
How? The dude
Wow.
literally, like, if you've played
Wow,
Rocket
so
League.
Rocket League retweeted that?
Oh my gosh.
You can't
yeah.
control your
Yeah,
car
so go to
that
Rocket
well.
League's Twitter.
Although
Yeah,
I did
very cool.
watch Spare Taffy play a bunch of his stuff when he was doing some team games,
Yeah.
2-on-2, and they had like full on calls. They were just like, okay, I've got middle, you got side, and they had plays. They
That's
had like,
insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like, wow, this is
Super fun
amazing.
game. It can be as deep and complex, I think, as you want it to be,
Yeah.
or as just like whatever and chill as you want it to be. And that's kind of the beauty of it. News number 8. The PlayStation 4 is officially on track to beat the PS2 as the best-selling console ever.
Easily.
Ever.
Yeah, I think it's
25.3 million units shipped worldwide as of today.
Whoa.
That is a lot.
that is a lot.
That is a lot. So how many was the PS2?
I have no idea.
I'm wanting to say 200 million, but I could be totally wrong. Let's see. Let's Google
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Do the
Google
things.
knows these things.
Yeah.
155
Welcome to the
million
show.
units.
155 million.
And right now PS4 is on what, 23?
Yep.
So it's on track. It's
Pretty cool.
angling that.
It's ahead of PS2 when PS2 was its own age.
All right.
Okay, that, ladies
It's like
and
comparing
gentlemen,
your children.
that
Yeah.
wraps up the news.
Hey,
Because nobody
So we're gonna
ever
pass it over
compares
to
children.
Jeff for new releases.
Jeff, what do you got for new releases?
I'm just gonna keep going. It's
I want
fun.
to sing though. I'm just kidding.
There's not a
Oh
new
yeah, I want to
release
sing. I
song.
want to play.
All right. New releases by Jeff. Smell the goodness. On the PS4, everything's PS4 this week except for one thing. I don't know what that one thing is. I saved a GIF. Oh, no, that's a GIF of crickets chirping. Because I thought Rachel was going to be here to be able to open that up and be like, oh, what's this thing? And it's cricket. Like, yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, a Blade. Wow. Rachel has a surprisingly difficult job. A Blade, I think is how it's pronounced. For the PS4. Came out on Tuesday. Came out yesterday. So if you want that weird sounding game, pick it up. Boggle for the PS4. The Castle game.
Like the actual Boggle?
Boggle.
Did I
like
play
legitimate
that?
Boggle. Galac Z, the Dimensional. Did I say the Castle game already? Because that's another one. Castle game. Galac Z, the Dimensional.
Oh, yeah,
Submerged.
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
They're trying to say Galaxy, but Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Gallic.
That's
Yeah.
See.
all right.
It was lost on Jeff. I'm sorry. Marketing
Submerged
teams.
is another PS4 game.
Submerged.
Yeah. I think if your game is named in a way that someone who is
Educated?
like a communications
Educated.
grad,
Yes.
advertising, marketing, public relations.
And you
If I can't say how it's supposed to sound, you did not test this product prior to launch. This was not focus tested.
Preach, brother.
Like, focus test your names, people.
Gallic Z. Come on, who comes up with this crazy clever stuff?
Galac-Z? Sounds like a great game.
What is this?
Did I say
for
Transgalactic Tournament as well? That's another PS4
where we're
game
at?
that's
Okay.
coming out. So those are the new releases. Nothing on the PS3, nothing on the Vita. This is a very, very slow week for new releases. But I couldn't care less because you know what?
You have Destiny.
It is Destin'y hype time.
It's Destiny.
Destin'y freaking hype time.
You got like another month though, still taking King, right? Do we have-
September 15th.
Right, so it's a full like 5 weeks.
Month of hype. Is
right.
hang on, is Gamescom happening like as we speak right now?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Gamescom.
that's why we're learning all this cool stuff, and nobody's releasing.
So there's
stuff.
supposed to be a lot of cool stuff coming from Gamescom. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 was just talked about there.
Oh, yes, the road trip.
Cool. Yeah, it's happening right
The
now.
bro trip.
That's pretty cool. I'm not going to get into any of it right now. We'll cover it next week once
We'll
it's all
recap
been
it.
announced and
Yep.
it's all news.
We'll recap it.
But that, ladies and gentlemen, I think wraps up today's show.
Wow. Yes.
So this has been episode 64 of the Little Big Cast. First of all, thank you for joining or listening or chatting with us, whatever it is that you've done, and whatever
However you joined
however
in with
you-
us.
Yes.
participated in
We
this
like
conversation.
social interaction.
We appreciate you being part of this conversation. We record every Wednesday, typically at
Yes.
3 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep. We're almost always here.
We would like to
within
invite
5
you,
to-
if you're typically listening to the podcast as an audio broadcast, we would invite you to join our Twitch channel and participate in the chat. It's a good chat. We enjoy kind of interacting in between the segments. But if you can't do that, we love that you're listening. Keep listening. Thank
Tell
you
your
for
friends.
listening.
Tell your mom.
friends.
She likes to listen to this stuff like this. I know
Go
she
ahead and
plays
tell your
games.
mother.
She's a gamer.
But this, like I said, has been episode 64 of the Little Big Cast. We appreciate you listening. Please follow us on the Twitters at Little Big Cast, on the Facebooks
Yes.
at Little Big Cast. If you just search for Little Big Cast, you'll find us. And if you're feeling particularly generous and want to help us get stuff like mics and soundboards
That
and
actually could belong
cameras
to us,
that,
yeah.
that belong to us rather than to a faceless organization, we would love for you to hop over to our Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/littlebigcast, you can show us a little bit of support and love.
Yep.
And we'll show you a little bit of love back.
Yeah, we
But
put some extra
either
content
way,
on there. But
Yep.
Either way, you're loved, and we appreciate you guys listening and checking in and being a part of this conversation with us. So, in closing, my name is Jeff Hawks. You can follow me at Jeff Hawks on Twitter, at Mr. Hawks on the PSN. And if you want to play Destiny with me this week, hit me up. Let's jam.
got time.
We'll run Crota. We'll run Atheon. We'll run Skolas. We'll run
he'll be in
whatever.
his crap-covered underwear, but you can sit
Yes.
down with him and game.
Hopefully not.
Yes, you can very easily hold your child in your arms while
And
you
still
game.
play-
It's possible.
Right?
I
Yep.
have to admit I did do that once
Yep.
last week.
No
Nope.
problem.
The kid
how I
was
rocked Lily to
whining
sleep.
and would not fall asleep, but was too tired to be awake. And I was at the last part of a raid, and I was like,
Perfect.
I'm the dad that brings my kid downstairs and holds him while I play video games.
That's
and
good.
And
that's
there is
what I
no
did.
shame in that.
No.
Anyway, with me as always, and a big thanks to Drew Tyler.
Hey, I just
Where
sat
can we
here.
follow you?
You can follow me at Night20 on Twitter and Twitch, KNITE20. That's where you'll see me.
Very cool. Additionally,
You can follow me on Twitter at Robin Hazlett and on Twitch at Red Mages Unite. Not truly actively streaming, except for on Mondays when we do Mondays at Moxie's with Rachel, the not quite here, but here in spirit.
here in
person.
spirit and in
In
chat.
the chat.
So if you want to follow Rachel, you can follow her on Twitter at Pirate Rachel. That's pirate with an 3 and
Yeah.
not an E.
Right. Special
Followed by
pirate.
Rachel. Yeah, same on Twitch. And I am on Twitch at Mr. Hawks as well. And this, as I have said 4 times now, has been episode 64 of
just
the Little
don't
Big
wanna-
Cast. Thank you for joining us.
We
And
just wanted to end.
Just hold it out for a minute.
we'll see you all next time. Adios.
See ya.